it would be hard for me to imagine another high school that has the weightlifting facilities that we do, the equipment that we have, the amount of equipment we have, and the quality of equipment we have, I think is second to none. But I would like to try and convince you that just maybe the most important piece of equipment you have would be your workout sheet. This, in my opinion, is the key to you developing the intensity that we've been talking about so that you can get the results we talked about. So before we start filling in numbers and talking about the importance of all that, let's look quickly at the bottom of our workout sheet. There's some information here that will help you with your success in this program. And I encourage you to take this very seriously. The first thing we see here is the asterisk that matches with a couple exercises in each workout. In the Friday workout, we see an asterisk at deadlift, and we see an asterisk at cambered bench. And this is your indication that you do not jump into these exercises, that you prepare your body for these exercises and warm up properly. And we'll just take deadlift. Let's say we're going to do deadlift. We're going to do our 1 set of 7 with 400 pounds. Real quickly, you would do 200 pounds for 8 reps. With very little rest, you would go to 75%, which would be 300 pounds. You would do that for 4 reps. And then with little rest, as quickly as you get back at it, get the bar loaded, you would go 360, 90% for 2 reps. And if you understand that you can do 400 pounds for 7 reps, or close to 7 reps, but 360 for 2 reps is not very difficult. This is not about you getting bigger and stronger doing these. It's to prepare you for the set or sets that will get you bigger and stronger. And it should be done. It should be done as quickly as possible, and it should be done with perfect form. You should, as you're doing these, you should be mentally preparing for that big set, mentally and physically preparing for that big set that is going to make you a bigger and better lifter. Let's talk about the plus. In each workout, we plus some exercises. We're looking at the Friday workout. We don't plus the deadlift. I'm kind of concerned about the danger in pushing ourselves too hard in deadlift. But we do plus in the cambered bench. On the other workouts, we plus when we squat. We plus when we bench, and a couple other places. But all that means is you will do your set. You'll try and do 10 reps. You'll work to failure, and then you'll rack the bar. And it just explains that after you work to failure, rack the weight, count out about 10 seconds, take the weight out, and do as many reps as you can. Typically, it's another 2 or 3 reps. If you're doing 5 or 6 reps at a plus, then you're probably going to do a real good job of working to failure on the big set, on the set of 10. So we'll talk about that. But this is just a way of taking us beyond failure. We keep talking about intensity. This is a way to beef up the intensity a little bit, and it's worked pretty well, and we think we get quite a bit more out of our workouts when we plus these few exercises. And this one is just applies to the curl exercises. In each workout, we do a curl exercise, and you're encouraged to pick whatever curl exercise you want and insert it. Okay, we leave you a set of brackets here to insert your exercise in. But on Friday, I may choose to do hammer curls, and then every Friday I would do hammer curls, and I would follow the same procedure for everything else. On Wednesday, I'll pick a different exercise. On Monday, I'll pick a different exercise and insert those and continue to use those consistently. We're going to go to this overhead because this is our gold workout sheet right here. This is the top segment of the gold workout sheet. And it's very important you understand how this works. Okay, let's just pick an exercise. We'll start with squat, and we're going to say we have an athlete that thinks he can squat 300 pounds for 7 reps. So I want 300 pounds right here. Excellent. We know that he would not just jump in and try this for 7 reps. He would do his work. He would do his warm-up procedure, which would consist of 50% for 8, 75% for 4, 90% for 2. This would be his physical and mental preparation for him to push himself very hard and to try and get 300 for 7. All right, let's say successful. We're going to put a 7 right there. And this is a plus exercise. So that means he's going to rest that 10 seconds we talked about and try and do a couple more. Let's say he gets 2 more reps. All right, and let's just move on down and talk about how we would continue through the exercise, through the workout. He would go to leg curls, the next exercise. He'd probably get 3 to 4 minute rest here, and he'd come back and let's put 110 pounds on there, and say he gets 10 reps. He would move on to the next exercise after 3 or 4 minutes rest, and that would be crunches, and this would be holding weight behind his head. So he's holding 30 pounds behind his head, and he gets 14 reps. He'd go to incline, and he's going to use 180 pounds. Again, we're back to an asterisk. So he would warm up 50, 75, 90%, and then he would eventually get to his work set, the one that does him the most good, and let's say he gets 10 reps there. And I think you see how this would continue down, and you would finish your workout. These exercises are intended to be done in order. Okay? If you get out of order, then things change, and I don't think the results will be as good. So you do this in order, and we finish the workout. Okay? Let's talk about next week. Let's go back up to squat. This person comes back the following Monday, and he looks back and he sees that he got 7.2 for 300. That was his goal, was to get that set of 7, and so he's going to move up, 305 in that squat. Let's go ahead and put a 7. Again, the warm-up procedure, everything's the same, but he gets 7.1. And then, of course, he would go down and do the exercise. But let's just focus on squat to help you get a feel for how this is going to work. Once again, he got his 7 reps. That was his goal. The 1 plus isn't really a factor. As long as he got this 7 reps, he's going to go up. His next workout says 310. We do develop a mentality, which is a very good thing, but also can be a little bit discouraging. These guys, the guys in our program, this makes them very happy. This is a good thing. They get 7 reps, they go up. They get 7 reps, they go up. And they'll hit a spot where they get 6 reps. And they get 2 here. Okay? And that's a little discouraging for them. But I just want you to stop right now, encourage you to kind of do the math. Okay? It would be a wonderful thing if we could go up 5 pounds a week every week. But if you went 5 pounds a week every week over the course of a year, if you consistently train for a year, that would be a 260-pound gain on your squat, on your bench, on all these workouts. You've got to realize that it's not realistic to go up every time. And when these things happen, okay, you go on. And you'll come back the next week. Because that says 6, we're going to use 310 right there. And it may happen again. We may get 6.3. 6.3. Okay, now there's a little indication of improvement there, right? We still got 6. Maybe the 6th one was easier than it was the time before, and you're able to do 3 instead of 2. Look at all these things as an indication that you're getting better. Instead of focusing on the negative that you didn't get your 7 reps, think I'm getting closer, and the next time 310, 7, 7.2, whatever, and again, we'd be ready to make a jump for the next workout. And well, you understand how that works, okay? And after you get into your workout and after you've got closer to your potential as a lifter, things are going to go a little slower. But if you can start thinking in terms of, if I can go up 5 pounds a month and I lift consistently over the course of a year, 60 pounds on a year, 60 pounds in a year on your bench press would make a lot of people very happy, okay? I'm encouraging you to develop a mentality that says, yeah, I want to get those reps very bad, but at the same time, you have to realize you have to be patient and that it will not always happen, and just keep going, just keep going. Good things will happen eventually. Let's go back. Now I want to show you something that will happen quite a bit with the beginning lifters. Let's go to you can leave the numbers the same here, but leave that 300, leave the 7 there, and let's say this person plussed out and was able to do 5. So 307.5. Now this will happen with the young lifters because young lifters are just starting to learn how to push themselves very hard, and sometimes they're experimenting with the weights. And an indication right here that when I get 7.5, the indication is that I probably didn't pick the right weight. That the 7 reps I got here was not to failure. And so if you ever get something like this, in order to speed up the process, in order to get to that high intensity workout quicker, all we got to do is we got to change things up. 7.5 means I'm not going to make that 5-pound jump, I'm going to make a 10-pound jump. We're going to go to 310. And then if you get 7.4, then I'm still thinking, well, that still went pretty good. I still might make another 10-pound jump, and all of a sudden we're at 320. And then I get 7.2. Let's leave that alone, okay? And what happened there over the course of a couple weeks and making some bigger jumps, we got into that high intensity range, and see what happened? Instead of taking that 5 pounds, 5 pounds, 5 pounds, we're 320 at the 3rd week instead of 310 at the 5th week. I want you to use this in a way that you can get to that high intensity, working to failure type of exercise as quickly as you can. What if you don't do pluses? Go down to leg curls, okay? Let's say kind of the same thing happened with leg curls. We chose 110, it was a bad choice. Just do this. Do as many reps as you can. Let's say somebody did 110 for 13 reps. Obviously, he could have used more weight. Well, instead of making a 5-pound jump, make a 10-pound jump, 120. And it won't be long, this will probably level it. This will become 10, likely become 10, and then you can just move on at a normal pace. Do things that will get you there. When I say get you there, get you to that high intensity workout as quickly as you can. All right, let's talk through a workout. I kind of pre-prepared this. I want you to think in terms of this first column as being what you did last week on Wednesday as part of your B workout. And now we're going to progress over here, and I've already entered numbers. I've entered the numbers based on the results of last week. I can't emphasize how important it is for you to be thinking, what did I do last week with plans to do more this week? This is that whole overload principle we're talking about. All right, so 200, I came up short last week, right? Instead of doing 2 sets of 7, I got 7.6. So I need to do 200 again. So this has an asterisk by it. The asterisk indicates I need to do the warm-up. The warm-up is 100 pounds, 50%, 100 pounds for 8 reps, 150 pounds, which is 75%. I'm supposed to do that 4 times. 180, which is the 90% number, for 2 reps. This goes boom, boom, boom. You should go right through your warm-ups. Understand that the heaviest thing you did was 180 for 2 reps. When you're capable of doing 200 for 7 reps, the warm-up is not hard, it's just preparing your body. These are not work sets. Now the work sets come, okay? So I will lay down with my 200 pounds, get the proper spot off, and I'll try and do 7 reps. If I get 7 reps, I'll enter it right there. You must force yourself to take an adequate amount of rest here. This will take care of itself eventually, because you'll realize that you want to get your second set. You want to get your second set so you can go up, and you start to realize that I got to take that 4 or 5 minutes rest in order to get that second set. So I come back in 4 or 5 minutes, and I get 7 this time, which should make you very happy, okay? This is a plus exercise. We do this several times throughout the workout, but the plus just simply means second set, I rack it. I count out about 10 seconds, and I do it as many times as you can. This is a way of adding to that intensity that we keep talking about. So I get 2 more. So this says 7, 7, 2, as opposed to 7, 6, 1, which I did last week. This is the kind of stuff we're looking for. This is the kind of stuff that should encourage you and motivate you. I got more than I did last week, okay? And then you just continue on. Narrow grip bench, I got 150 for 10 last time, so I'm going to try 155. Hope to get 10. This hang cleans that we're going to do with 1 minute rest, I got 135. I got 5, rested a minute, did another 5, so I'm going to try 140. Hope to get both sets of 5. Narrow grip push downs, I came up short. I only got 9. I get this question quite often. Coach, I almost got them, can I go up? Here's my basic response. If you allow yourself to go up when you don't get all your reps, and I love the fact that these guys want to keep moving up, okay? But if you allow yourself to go up when you don't get all your reps, then some of that motivation's gone. You don't really care if you got 10 reps because I'm going to go up anyhow. I think it's a mistake. I think getting these 9 reps forces you to stay here and increases your motivation to get 10 this time. Hammer curls, 45 for 10. So we go up, 47.5. These using dumbbells, so this would be using those magnets we talked about. You'd add magnets on both ends, and you could make a 2.5 pound jump. Or if you want to, you could go to 46 1/4. You could just put 1 magnet. but make a small jump and go up and try and get your 10 reps. Leg extensions, 140 for 10, we go up. 100 for 10, we go up. 95 for 14. When the card calls for 15 means we stay at the same place. This is the way this thing's going to work, and it's very, very important that you learn to do these in order, following this process. The end result is your intensity will increase, your results will increase.